Hello. How do you do? How's everybody? All right, make sure to get those donations in. Thank you, Nomad. You know I'm a warlord. All right, well, we got some good things coming in. You know, life is full of struggles and rewards for those struggles. We don't always get what we want all the time, like right that second. Sometimes you got to wait, be patient, and struggle to get what you can get. But when you do, you can make milestones in your life. You can hit milestones. Nothing in this life is easy. And a lot of times you got to pay your dues. Well, we got some good things here. Okay, now we can get donations up. I'm halfway there, though, getting donations ready. I set up a payment process. I set up my payment process. I can access that money to a certain extent. So by all means, donate as you will. Oh, you're joking, Nomad. All right, well, I'm happy. All right, well, a lot of good things coming down the pike. A lot of good things. A lot of great things. Thank you, Malice. Thank you. I want to read you something that YouTube just sent me, that Google just sent me. We are launching a new feature that allows you to share channel and audience data potentially be discovered by advertisers and brands for more earning opportunities like higher revenue ads, brands, deals, and shopping affiliate offers. Why are we introducing this setting? The creator economy is growing, and more advertisers and brands are eager to partner with YouTube creators. But they can't always be sure if you're a good match because your channel and audience information is not available. While you may not already be working with some brands and advertisers, YouTube Studio may improve your earning opportunities for creators like you. What does this setting do? You get it. Thank you, Malice. Well, that's some good news. So we're talking monetization here. Full monetization. Oh, thank you, Nomad. I have received around $90 in donations over the past couple months. So my goal is always the goal that I have. You know, I was talking with some friends. Now I was telling them about what I was doing. Thank you, Nomad. Every little bit helps. God bless you. But I was talking to to a friend of mine. I'm not going to say who. And I was telling him that I'm planning to set this all up, get the donations I need. Set up my my Subscribe Star, which is similar to PayPal or Gifts and Go, just a GoFundMe kind of thing. It's similar to like a GoFundMe. I'm planning on setting this whole thing up. I'm going to get my land. I'm determined to do that. And then my friend asked me, "What are you going to do when you get your land?" I told her that I don't want to be online anymore. I told her I've been online for years. It's taken its toll on me. Sometimes you just want to touch grass, I said, once I get my land, I'll just basically disappear off the internet. And I won't be on the internet no more. And she told me that, well, my friend told me this. You got it. They donate it to you. You got to give them some type of goodbye video, some type of goodbye stream. And I agree with that. Before I leave the internet, when I get my land, I will put a goodbye kind of video, a heartfelt goodbye, a heartfelt thank you for the donations and making my dream come true. I will say a heartfelt goodbye. Interesting, Nomad. But I want my own land. So, that being said, but yeah, the internet has taken its toll on me, I don't really think I want to be part of this no more in the future. Right now, I'm on the internet, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. I appreciate that. Do not get me wrong. But sometimes, as you get older, you want to return to your roots, the simple things in life, See, I was raised not on the internet, but in the woods. In the backwoods. Sometimes the modern world scares me a little bit. It does. But for right now, I'm going to say this. I'm on the internet for now. But once I get my land, I will let you know. I will make a heartfelt goodbye because I'm scrubbing everything from the internet. I'm going to use an internet site. I'm scrubbing all my social media. I'm done. But that time is not now. That time is not now. That's in the future. That's in the future. But that is my dream. All right. Oh boy. Well, I'll put it this way. I was thinking about getting land in getting land in West Virginia. I want woodland. I don't want open land where everyone can see me. I don't want that. I want what my grandfather had, the cover of trees. The importance of tree cover, my friend. Tree cover is going to be very important. Now, some people can love open land. I don't. You know what I mean? I am a forest dweller. I'm a backwoods boy. I can't live in open land. I just can't. It's got to be covered by trees. Lots and lots of trees. Bushes, shrubs, trees. I love the cover. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. I thought about going to Idaho and buying land, like northern Idaho. But I found out a lot of rich people have bought up a lot of land in Idaho. So we'll see about that. Maybe I'll go to the Ozarks. Who knows? I might buy some land in the Ozarks. That's so true, Nomad. So true. Excuse me. All right. All right. I want to talk about. Let's see what's in the news, shall we? Here's some news that now people are not talking about. I think I like to do a little news segments sometimes. Exactly. That's where I'm planning on moving to. West Virginia. Take me home. Take me home. The Blue Ridge Mountains. Understandable. I also want to raise eggs, become an egg farmer. Ducks, chickens, maybe have some goats, Do a little farming. Have some dogs, get some cats. It's going to be fun. Hello, Phil. I said, yeah, yeah, I know that, Phil. I said I'm getting chickens and geese and stuff like that. You know that? Chickens, geese. Um, chickens, geese, perhaps some ducks. You know, the best thing about that is you don't require a lot of land to basically to have that kind of livestock. You know what I mean? No, but they can give milk, but so can goats. Goats are a lot smaller. They don't require a lot of land. So I'm thinking economically. Also, I'm going to put solar panels on my trailer. I'm gonna be off grid. No malice. Then give eggs. So true, Phil. So true. So I'm going to be an egg farmer. I also perhaps be a goat herder. Who knows? Sounds all good. Also, I want to grow some crops. So I'm looking to do a lot of things. Well, if you just came in, give me a few more likes. Thumbs up, people. So I'm looking to do a lot of great things. Right now, I'm fixing the problems of my monetization. So I want to do a lot of things. Do a little hunting on my land, fishing. I want to be a self-sustaining, perhaps, perhaps sell my produce at the farmers markets and stuff like that. So true, early riser. This is going to take time. I didn't say this was going to be easy. It's probably going to take me maybe 2 years or a year to do. 2 years to a year to do. My job front, everything's looking up on that one. I know that. You know, we're going to do a lot of things as we can, you know. Now, let's explain. I'm going to raise a small garden. I'm not going to till a field, okay? Now, let me explain what I'm going to do. To cut costs, I will I'll have a small garden, raising vegetables. Growing vegetables, a small vegetable garden, growing some vegetables like tomatoes, squash, let's see, cucumbers, lettuce, stuff like that. I'll also be raising maybe a few goats, and of course, egg farming. Yes, you can eat goat. You can also raise goats for milk, Phil. Having livestock will be an advantage, owning livestock. Having doing all these things. Probably not, Malice. Probably not. That's what dogs are for, Malice. Dogs. Dogs are for, Malice. That's why I'll have dogs. Nah, I'm not a fan of pork, so I probably won't be raising pigs. Although that could be a possibility, raising a few hogs, but I really don't want to. I'm not a real fan of pork as a meat, so I probably wouldn't. I don't want to do that. Phil. No, I want my dogs to be my protectors. Protect the farm, protect the animals, No, Malice. No. They're going to be my pets. Yeah, I could get myself a donkey if I wanted to. It depends if I have room for one. A donkey is like a horse. It requires a lot of room. You know what I mean? If you're up in the mountains of West Virginia, I think a donkey is not a very practical thing to have. You know what I mean? No, no, Malice. They're wild animals. Yeah, it depends on what I can do. I mean, it depends on the size of the land. I mean, that's like having a horse, and that's not easy to maintain. So, goats and basically ducks, chickens, those things are easier to maintain. Not necessarily getting myself a rooster and yeah. And also there's the fact I can fish, I can hunt. A lot of great things I can do. So we got some good things going. All I got to get is a black powder, Phil. There's also PCP, air guns, big bore. There's PCP. Get my money up. I'm not sure. I have to ask him again. Howard. Well, the tournament for PA is next year, but I've been invited to another tournament in the Midwest. Yeah, it does. Well, if I have the money, they say they're gonna get them have a fundraising for me to go, and maybe yeah. You could be able to do a lot of things. Well, it depends on what kind of PCP you're talking about. We're talking pre-charged pneumatic air rifles, not the kind you're talking about. Here's a good example of this. That's 22 caliber pellets, PCP. Oh yeah. You see that? That's the AA Zeus. That is the AA Zeus. That thing is a big bore PCP. I think it's 75 caliber slugs. That thing just went through a cinder block. Yeah, if I get myself one of those, I can take down big game. All right, well. All right. We're doing well. I could use your donations right now. Have to set some things up. I agree. It needs more views. But you win some, you lose some. Okay. Well, Phil, this is what we're doing. I'll stay as long as I can. But we don't got too much. But yeah, who says you need a firearm? All I need is an AA Zeus to handle business on the farm. You know? All right, well. Let's see what I can do. I have no new toys to show. But I made. Thank you, Malice. 6 on 6. 66. Yeah. All right. Now, moving on. We're doing well. I got some more likes. All right. Well, a lot of things I want to do. A lot of things I want to do. You know, summer's almost over. Trying to get myself prepared. So I'm getting a new job soon. And I'm going to be working my tail off along with taking donations. See, my end goal here is to make enough donations, earn enough money offline, combine that together, right? So I'll have enough to buy some land up in West Virginia. It's still July, yeah, but we're near the tail end. When July ends, summer's almost over, sadly. So we got, and it's been a one wet summer, I can tell you that. A lot of thunderstorms, and have you noticed that new flesh-eating bacteria that's been going around because of these wet? It's been terrible. Another part of the news that you don't talk about. I wish it was, Howard, but no, it's more like flesh-eating bacteria summer. It's more like, hurricane summer, heavy rain summer, thunderstorm summer, power outage summer, more like, end of times summer. I did not say that. All right, well. All right, we're going to see what we can do. All right, well, it's been, yeah. So it's been natural disaster summers, but it's been, God's wrath summer. All right, well, I want to talk about something else in the news because, maybe I can be on the news and put my little spin on this. You know what I mean? There was a jazz festival in Cincinnati. Apparently, a lot of people of my ethnicity got attacked and beaten up at that festival by what you would call youths. What you would call, youths. What the media says. You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. You know who I'm talking about. Youths. And it was pretty bad. I mean, this was a serious attack. Pretty much, Howard. Pretty much. This is the point I'm going to make to you. Okay, this is why you need to be armed. If you're my complexion and if you go to a major city, do not go unarmed. I don't care what the law says. If you cannot get a Mr. Boom Boom, you can always get a less than lethal launcher that shoots pepper balls. You can get pepper gel, a lot of less than lethal stuff. You can get PCP if you wanted to, PCP air pistol, whatever. Whatever you arm yourself with, taser, whatever. Be careful. If you're going to these cities, if you're going to these festivals, these urban festivals, I would not suggest it. But if you do not go unarmed. That guy would have been okay if he would have just pulled out a Byrna, or if he would have pulled out a Byrna and shot a couple of pepper balls, stopped them dead in their tracks. Or, a pepper gel or pepper spray. You know what I mean? You have to be careful. You know what I mean? We're living in savage times, particularly if you're my ethnicity. You know, this is why I don't go to the major cities. You won't see my. This is why I don't go there. I know what happens there. You know, it's because I prefer rural areas because I don't like cityscapes. I don't like urban areas. You know. So, Mimi, how you doing? I fixed a lot of things. It's okay, Mimi. I was just talking about, a recent event that happened in Cincinnati, where at a jazz festival, where a lot of people in my ethnicity were attacked and assaulted by youths. To fill you in, I was just saying the best solution you could do is get a less than lethal launcher, get a Mr. Boom Boom, But you don't go into these urban centers where there's a festival going on without some kind of, without going there unarmed. See, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go there unarmed. Yeah, I saw your comment on the video, Mimi. So, but that's the point. And now, it's any reason why we have this return to the land movement amongst people of my ethnicity, where they want to basically live away from people that hate them and want to attack them. Yeah. You could say that, Mimi. The point is here is that that's funny. That it is. But at the same time, why did those people go to an urban jazz festival without thinking ahead? It's easy to say that, but we both know if you had a Mr. Boom Boom, that wouldn't have happened. Mr. Boom Boom would prevent them from getting jumped. Well, yes, they do. They were at the jazz festival regardless, Mimi. But yeah. Funny buddy cat. Well, not well. You have to understand, jazz is actually a black music. It originated in Harlem in the black community, so that's without a doubt. So jazz is a part of the black culture. So more than likely, it's Cincinnati. There were a lot of blacks there because it is a jazz festival. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I mean, it's still a part of their culture, so they listen to both. Yeah. No, in this situation, you need either two things: a less than lethal launcher, possibly a pepper ball shooter, like a pepper spray, pepper gel, or you're gonna need a Mr. Boom Boom, which is basically pow pow. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't suggest dropping bodies. That's kryptonite. But I don't think that's going to work with this particular kind of group. Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way, Malice. I'm not against all of them. There are a lot of great ones. I know. Okay. Okay. It's not all of them. Okay. But there's a lot of them. It's the ghetto ones that are the problem. Okay. There are a lot of great members of their people, but they're not the ones who are on the streets in the ghettos, you know? So it's not all of them, but, you know, it is if you're dealing with the ghetto variety of them, well, you're going to deal with very violent people. Not that I know of. No one goes to Baltimore, but apparently these people went to Cincinnati. No way, I do not. And you don't understand. We have a saying here in Maryland. If you're near Baltimore and you have to get through Baltimore, stay on the highway until you leave Baltimore. Don't go in the city. Just stay on the highway and keep moving forward. Oh yeah, that one, Carnival Cruise. Well, they're getting them out of there, I guess. You know, I'm a working class white guy, but I wouldn't have done any of that. None of that stuff I would do. None of it. I wouldn't have gotten that crazy. Yes, I'm working class. Right now I'm working poor, but I grew up working class, Brenda. Yeah, I will admit that whole twerking thing has never been appealing to me. You know what that looks like to me as a white guy? A fart in slow motion. You know? That's a fart. So true. But I'd be honest with you, Putty Cat. Although they may be the best people, I don't go to New York. But that's another thing that's been in the news lately. Look, the best way you can do this, I would say, avoid if you're my complexion. Okay, I'll say this: do not go to the cities. If you're in the cities, stay away from certain areas of the cities. That's right, Putty Cat. But yeah, well, there are those river boats, you know, man. But the point is here. I guess, Mimi. Well, I would say just have some common sense. You're not going to win when you're outnumbered. So if you're going to those places, you know what I mean, you might want to come with some friends. Don't go where you're outnumbered, you know. Really, Howard? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. But yeah. All right. We got some good things going. All right, we got 12 views and only 9 likes. I think we can crank it up a few notches. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. Hit that like button. Yes, I do. I have greater access now. Yeah. So if you want to donate, it's a good time to donate. Well, I had to go through hurdles to do this. I'm not going to go into all the details because I can't, because they're private. Let's just say that I was able to jump over a lot of those hurdles over a period of time. Yes, I can. I can do that. Yes, I can access it now. By the way, remember what the dream is, people. I put that in my background, that picture. Now, that picture is my prize. Yeah. Exactly. We got 13 views and only 9 likes. Look, I'll tell you this. Look, with this money, I'm going to save money. So I'm going to. All right. Two-year plan, is it? Yeah, it's a 2-year plan. I got to accumulate some money. Within 2 years, then I'm gone. I'll be working with other people. And you're going to get entertainment. I'm going to entertain you. Unfortunately, I need some new, in order to entertain you, I got to get some new toys. I'm going to do some more things. I'll probably do some more live streams. Perhaps up in PA, perhaps up in Delaware, maybe a Delaware live stream. Maybe someplace up in Newark. 2 things, okay? Get enough money. I have enough money in the super chats to start my subscribe star, which is similar to GoFundMe. That's going to help me. I'm going to raise money that way. I'm working for it. I'm working for it. I'm working for it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get my subscribe star. I'm going to get my once I got my subscribe star up, Okay. I can do that. I'll go back to karaoke. I got to fix my e-bike, but okay. See you, Howard. I'm not drinking anymore, Putty Cat. Since I turned to Christ, I don't do that stuff no more. Here's what I'll do. I'll do an air gun target shooting situation. I'll set up some targets in the backwoods. I'll do a live stream there, and for hitting targets on their mark with air guns, I will donate. I will get donations that way. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna give them something. I've been out of the game for a little bit, but I'm gonna get something back. Realize I got. Just remember, if I do these things, yeah, I'm gonna do another one of those. Yes, I will. Okay. I can do that too. A lot of things. I'll do that, Mimi. I'll do that. Oh, anyway, a lot of things I'm planning on doing. All right, we got some good stuff going. I'll do that. Gotta do the dono challenge. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do stuff. I'll do live streams on a boat. All right. Well, I think you give me some ideas. I'm going to talk to somebody. You give me an idea. I'm going to talk to somebody, yeah? I'm not going to do that, but I got some ideas. I'm going to go on a fishing boat. Okay. All right. There's a Japanese food restaurant that just opened up. I haven't had that much. So, all right. Well, let's see what we got. We got 14 views, only 9 likes. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. All right. Well, that being said, That's so true, Putty Cat. Burgers. Burgers. Putty Cat. All right. Got some good stuff here. Got some good stuff. You just give me an idea. All right, we got some. Yes, like and subscribe. Yes, yes, yes. Not my thing. Hot sauces are not my thing. But I'll tell you this. We're doing well. All right. Well, it does appear that we're not getting any more views. And you just giving me an idea for some content. And I'm going to talk to somebody about getting a boat ride. God bless you. All glory goes to God. I don't like bowling. Mm-hmm. And there's no bowling alley around here no more. Nearest bowling alley's up in Delaware. All right. God bless you. All glory goes to God. Amen.